I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice, tumbling down the rabbit hole.
Kundalini Part 1. Omens and Symbols. So this is the beginning of my Kundalini journey when I first became conscious that it was happening. I had an omen dream, and an omen dream is a dream that feels like it's actually happening, that you're in an alternative reality and you're experiencing a different life. It's much more intense than a normal dream. And being an experienced psychic, I can tell the difference between having an omen dream, God is talking to you, and having a regular dream of anxiety or drama. So this particular dream, I will go on. I was repeatedly bitten by a snake. This is a personal dream symbol of mine. Whenever a snake bites me in a dream, it means I will soon get an infusion of wisdom. I find that the snake symbol is relating to the caduceus, the medical symbol. Hermes is my spiritual teacher. My actual spirit guide is Hermes. The infusion of wisdom comes to me as real-world karmic lessons, or the internal change of spiritual growth. In this particular dream, the snake was very aggressive and bit me numerous times. There was a high level of fear on my part and a loss of control. I knew when I awoke that a change gonna come. Right around this time, Hermes began to look at me with hypno eyes, as I called them. Now, I have regular visions of my spirit guide. It wasn't exactly odd at the time, but when Hermes' eyes became black and white pinwheels and I began to fall into them, I called them hypno eyes and took great notice of this change in my spirit guide. Hermes' hypno eyes were black and white pinwheels moving clockwise and then counterclockwise. While writing this, I discovered through the Hermetic texts that hypnotism was one way in which the priest induced enlightenment into the initiate, and of course that's in ancient Greek times. And there's a quote from the book Hermetic Philosophy and Alchemy by author M.A. Atwood, and the quote follows: "Now this initial process toward discovering the philosopher's stone accomplished in a condition of magnetic trance, mesmerically induced upon the aspirant by some wise and skilled operator." The quote here is from A Search in Secret Egypt by Dr. Paul Brunton. Quote, "Although this process of initiation into the higher mysteries bore all the outward semblance of expert hypnotism, it was something that went far beyond the entrancement methods of our modern experimenters, who tap the subconscious mind of man who cannot make their subjects conscious of still profounder planes of existence." So indeed, this was a skill that was passed down generation after generation among these high initiates. Please continue the journey with me in the next video.